Welcome back, let's see, to Final Fantasy XIII, the post-game. Oh, Lightning's talking to this Chocobo friend. Alright, let's hop on board. We actually need this Chocobo to get to where we're going. And as I mentioned before, Fang actually rides side saddle, so that's interesting. That can't be the most effective way to ride a Chocobo, but whatever. Okay, so in this episode we're just going to be hunting down a bunch of marks. We will explore an entirely new, well, not an entirely new area, but a place we haven't been to before. Let's see. I think the mark that we're looking for is not up there. Where is this thing? Not sure. It might be up here. Anyway, hey, there's an Adamantoise. And Titan's over there. Yeah, so I managed to get my capture card working again. So all the hunts that you're going to be seeing in this episode are ones that I've already actually completed. It's just that luckily you can redo the hunts. So my stats are a little higher than they were before. I guess I should go over the Crystarium real quick. Well, I can't right now. But I'll put up a chart showing how the stats raised. And basically, everybody has mastered their primary roles now thanks to the CP I gained off screen. Technically I recorded it, but you know how that goes. Alright, so the mission that we're looking for in particular is Mission 15, which should be... Where's this thing? I thought it was up here. Oh, well here's a dig spot. Now we can see Fang's animation for this. We got a nugget of rhodochrosite. Convenient. What's not convenient is where the hell is this mission stone that I'm looking for? Is it... Maybe it's over there. Let's go check it out. Man, turtles everywhere. Oh, speaking of turtles, remember I said that we were going to be farming turtles? Well, I never actually did that because it's easier to wait until you're a little stronger, and this way we can get more CP as we hunt the marks. Because you'll... Way before you get all the trophies and all the treasures and shit, you're going to max out your CP, so you might as well have be as bored as little time as possible doing it. Alright, here is the Seath Stone we were looking for. Mission 15, Tribal Warfare. Mark, Goblin Chieftain, which we have fought before. Arch Outstep, Northern High Plain. There are other l'Cie who share my focus. The first to complete it is the winner, with freedom from the l'Cie fate as his prize. But for all who have tried, none have yet survived. So I guess that will make me the first. No more being a foul seed tool for me. Just need to take out that Goblin Chieftain on the Northern High Plain, near the range of the Behemoth King. I've already completed it, but let's reattempt it. And I already got 5 stars too, so yeah, Thing. It's hot and nasty, you stretch. And that was a long stretch. I guess she's just going to keep doing this? That's funny. Oh, there she goes. Okay, anyway, so let's see where this mark is. It's up here in the Northern High Plains, around where the Behemoth King, the foggy Behemoth King nest is. So we'll head that way. Real quick, I should mention that Mission 15 is the only one out of the first 28 missions, I think, and Mission 27 that we didn't complete, just because it's a little tougher than all the other ones at that point. But we will remedy that now, and then we'll be able to continue sequentially with the marks that we haven't done. So I'll head there, and since it's a little bit of a trek, I'll just cut and meet you there. Okay, there's our mark. You can see the Goblin Chieftain, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goblins with it. What are you looking at, Thane? The turtles? Yeah, we're surrounded by adversaries here. Anyway, so here's my setup. Devastation is for putting Deep Protect on all these guys right at the start. Aggression is for attacking, and Tireless Charge is for healing. Really, we're so overpowered at this point for this particular mission that we don't really need a strategy, but I'm just going to show you the ideal way to defeat these guys. Remember, if you defeat a Goblin Chieftain, one of its minions becomes immune to it. So, cast Deep Protega on the default Goblin until it connects. If it's going to connect, which apparently is not. Alright, and then switch to aggression to do the attacking. So I'll just do like fire These guys don't have an elemental weakness, I don't think. I'll keep doing that to thin them out. And then there was one. Alright, and then we got just the Goblin Chieftain left. We're going to switch back to Devastation. He already has Deprotect on him, so let's put D-Shell on. If our girls don't kill him first. Yeah, see, so this is not the ideal strategy in my case, but for earlier in the game, that would have worked well. I still anticipate 5 stars, though. Yeah, cool. 13,720 CP. The target time was 1 minute and 26. We got it in 53 seconds. Some horns. Mission complete. We get 4 bombshells, but on the first time you complete this mission, you get a survivalist catalog, which is a useful accessory because, for one, it makes enemies drop shrouds more often. Not that we need that, simply because we're trying not to use shrouds at all in this playthrough. But the other thing is it's one of the accessories you can equip to your characters to get them towards a random instant chain bonus, which I'll explain that when it becomes more relevant, which it will at a mark coming up before too long. Okay, so the next mission we're going to do is the next one in sequence that we haven't completed yet. So it would be mission 27, Mithridates the Lone. It's going to be at the ground tier of Tajin's Tower. So I'm going to head there. Obviously it's going to take a little bit of time to get all the way to Tajin's Tower, so I will just meet you there. Okay, here we are at Tajin's Tower's ground tier. But I did lie, because the Sea Stone is actually at the top of the tower, at the apex. However, I thought it might be a little interesting just to look at every character's different lever pushing animation. Because I've seen a couple of them, and they're all different, and they're all interesting, or at least it seems that way. So we'll start with Lightning, go to the second tier. She just casually pushes the lever, of course. Alright, so we don't have to watch this whole thing every time. I'm just going to cut to each different animation. Next is Fang, who we have also already seen. Third tier, please. I still find it so interesting that she uses her foot. What is she just afraid of germs on that handle? I like how the elevator barely even moves up. Okay, next is Vanille. She has an interesting one, because I saw this the other day. Fourth tier. She gingerly pulls the lever from the side and then does the fist pump thing. Next is Hope, who we have also already seen. As we know, he basically just puts his whole weight into the freaking lever. That's what happens when you got skinny girl arms. We'll show Snow next. Man, I forgot how big Snow is next to these ladies. Sixth tier. Man, that was a lot more gingerly than I expected it to be. He just kind of pulls it, gives it a little tug. And last and least, Saz. We'll go ahead and head all the way to the top since he's our last character. There's one more tier than there are characters. Once again, Saz had a weird way of doing it. Okay, here we are at the apex of Tajin's Tower, and our Seath Stone should be right over here on this side of the elevator. So let's go ahead and check it. Mission 27, Mithridates Alone. The Undying. Oh, so this is another Undying Seath. The fearsome Seath who defy foul sea will, driven by an intense loathing of all that lives. Mithridates alone is of their number, and his undoing is my burden. It is said in life he once loved music. I can but hope the notes sounded by the elevator in Tajin's Tower descending from the apex might lure him out, and allow me to restore a touch of harmony to the discord of the tower's tainted song. So what is he saying, that Mithridates is the one that is causing this? or the thing to not be as musical. Alright, so we need to get Mithridates to appear, we need to take the elevator from the top all the way down to the bottom in one stroke. Real quick, I should mention, or show you my paradigm setup. Heroes Charge, Try Disaster, Aggression, and Diversity. And then also, one particular thing you want to do on this, basically Mithridates is like, strength isn't going to work on him, physical attacks. So you want to take off the strength accessories and emphasize magic. So I'm going to replace Fang's Power Gloves with Sorcerer's Marks. And her Warrior's Wristband with something magical, I don't know. What's magical? I thought Magician would be something. Here we go. Surely we got one stronger than that, but oh well. Okay, so, yeah, de-emphasize any strength accessories and put on magic accessories. So let's go ahead and descend then. To the ground tier. Now let's listen to the beautiful music this elevator makes. Turns out wind chime noises are the best way to lure out an Undying, I guess. Okay, so here's its Libra information. If this is your first time fighting him, like it's not mine, you'd want to Libra him. It has pretty much immune to everything, debuff-wise, but it's weak against all the main elements except for Thunder. So, yeah, right away you want to cast Faith and Bar Thunder on everybody, because it uses Bar Thunder a lot. Put that on Fang next. And then Lightning. And then after that, you want to put Haste back on anyone who lost it, which means Lightning, it looks like. No, I mean Fang. And then switch to Try Disaster and just start staggering it. So it's weak against Fire and Ice, so I'm just going to use Fire and Blizzard repeatedly. Dang, that did a lot of damage to Fang. Okay, and we also have the Diversity Paradigm, which is there for emergency healing. So I'm thinking we need to do that real quick. Let me cure Fang, Mirage, Fang. Alright, I think that ought to do us. Let's switch back to Try Disaster to stagger it. Almost there. And then when staggered, switch to Aggression to finish it off. And it's falling quickly, so I think this battle's pretty much over. Looks like Haste ran out, but that's okay. And they're all using magic because, of course, this guy is resistant to physical attacks, as you can see. But even magical attacks are halved, so I don't see why they're so much better. Goodbye, Mithridates. Hopefully that's a 5-star. Yep. Target time was 2:39. The battle duration was 1:32. 15,000 CP, and we got a Tetratic Crown. We have plenty of those, though. Okay, so as you can see, the secondary reward we're going to get for this is 6 bomb cores, but normally you get a Blaze Ring for defeating this thing. And you also get the rank of Grudge Settler for completing that mission. Okay, so the next Sea Stone that we're going to go for is actually back in the Mahabharata Subterra, behind that gate where we defeated that Juggernaut that was too strong for us the first time we were there. And so, yeah, I guess it would have been better to hold off on going over there in the last episode, or the episode before that, whenever that was. But, oh well, we can't go back and fix that mistake now. So I have to go all the way back out to the Waystone here, and then warp into the Subterra, and then I'll head there. So, yeah, meet you there. Okay, we're back at the gate where we fought the Juggernaut, as I mentioned before, and I remember pointing out the Seath Stone at the time, but we didn't actually check it. But it's actually the Seath Stone for Mission 29. By the way, we have now completed Missions 1 through 28 with no holes in between. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but there are 64 missions, so that means we've completed 29 or 30 of them so far. But anyway, let's see what this one is. Mark 29, Faltering Faith. The mark is a Juggernaut. Well, we've killed plenty of those at this point, so unless there's some kind of trick to this battle. However, the locale is to Tajin's Tower, the Palisades, which is where we just came from, annoyingly enough, so now I have to run all the way back. But alas, the cloven spire of Tajin's Tower forms the bridge between the Archout Steppe and the outlying lands. Yet a rampaging Juggernaut now bars all passage, and I have been charged with its disposal. Why do the fal'Cie value that place so? Why do they protect it and yet stand idly by when our village is threatened? I sense the place must guard some secret of theirs. I guess he's referring to Tajin's Tower, and I kind of think that further supports my theory that they were trying to build a tower to the skies to look for the door Etro's gate to Valhalla. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the Archout Steppe and take the Waystone and warp back to the Tajin's Tower. So I will meet you once I warp there. Okay, here we are at the Palisades of Tajin's Tower. And let's see. Okay, I can see our mark from here. Alright, well, I'll show you my paradigms real quick. I've got Ruthless and Aggression, and that's really the only two you need. Protection is just here because that was the default paradigm, one of the default ones they gave me, and I don't think there's a way to actually delete a paradigm. So, not that there is really ever any reason to, but it does become annoying when I can't show you it. And I'm probably going to have to fight these two monogamers on the way, so just bear with me. What I don't understand is, didn't that Seath Stone summary say that this Juggernaut was blocking the path? It looks like you could just like walk completely around it with no trouble. To me. From here anyway. Okay, so what you want to do for this guy is hopefully get a preemptive strike. As we've seen in the past, Juggernauts are not that difficult to actually get a preemptive strike on. As long as he doesn't turn around right before I get to him. Okay, I think we got it. And yeah, okay, so immediately we want to put as many debuffs on it as possible. Hopefully deprotect and de-shell. Deprotect, de-shell. Alright, and then switch to aggression. And Juggernauts don't have any elemental weaknesses, so I'll just do fire, blizzard, thunder, water, arrow. Why not? And now he just gets staggered into oblivion. Remember how tough, like, remember when Juggernauts, like, we couldn't beat them? How far we have come. But yeah, it's really as simple as that. Goodbye, sir.
And I was just getting started.
That's how I feel, thing. And 5 stars. The target time was 1:21. We did it in 37 seconds. Cool. Mission complete. We're gonna get 3 Mobius coils for that, but the first time you beat it, the reward is a Uraninite catalyst. So cool. Alright, so Mission 30 Seath Stone is actually on the Hairi Old Road, which, remember Agris Pasture where we fought the Ochu and the Neochu and found the sheep thing? Well, it's that one path that we never went down. That's the Hairi Old Road. So there's a Seath Stone there apparently, so I will meet you at the beginning of that. Okay, here we are back at Agris Pasture. So you can see there's the Ochu over there, and straight ahead is the road that we have never been down yet. The Hairi Old Road. And we've got 2 Triffids here that are apparently guarding the way. They already triggered their appearance earlier, but they rise from the ground like the whole sneaking thing that they like to do. Actually, this battle's going to go by so quick, I may as well show it, I think.
Let's keep this up.
Oh man, I love taking things out with level 3 spells. But anyway, well, time to explore new territory. Technically, I've been here before just because, like I said, I did all this off-screen before, thanks to my capture card fucking up. But, oh well. We'll let bygones be bygones, I guess. So this is just a little thin linear road, the hairy old road. And there's not much in the way. It kind of reminds me of the Vallis Media. You do have these goblins that block the way, though. However, they're nothing to worry about, as you might imagine. Alright, well let's keep following this linear trail here. And I feel like our destination should be right around the corner. There's a save station here. Not that that does us any good, really. And here is the sea stone we were looking for. As you can see, it's a red one, so there was a paling here that prevented us from getting into those ruins. The ruins of the city of Hyrie, but we'll just pretend that we've lost access to that for now. Alright. Mission 30, Syphax the Insidious. Oh, another Undying. Located in Mahabara, the Abandoned Dig. The Undying, fearsome sea who defy foul sea will, driven by an intense loathing of all that lives. Syphax the Insidious is of their number, a number I am tasked with bringing low. My mark dwells in the Abandoned Dig Seath lair deep within the bowels of Mahabara. He's a treacherous foe to be sure, but one I must overcome if I am to see my crystallized beloved again. Good luck with that. Okay, so the area it's talking about is actually the secret area or the optional area that I showed off in the last episode. It's actually the mark is behind that gate that we couldn't get open. So really, it would have benefited us to put exploring that whole area off for the time being. But oh well, what can you do? All right, so I'm gonna go back to a waystone and then warp there, and then I'll meet you at said gate. Okay, and here we are at the gate that's supposed to be closed, but I already opened it previously, as I said. And I guess that's our mark, a little bat. And here's our paradigms: aggression for attacking, relentless for staggering, bully for synergizing, and sabotaging. Alright, let's take this Syphax thing on. Oh damn, I guess that's the main one. Man, those things are so creepy. So it's the big bat is the one we're after. Okay, so its little bats are called Numidias, and they're weak against wind. Let's see, Syphax. How many Numidias are there? Apparently Syphax has not yet entered the fray. Okay, so let's use Aero then to take them out as quickly as possible. Actually, technically, I guess Aurora would have been better. There's so many of them, though. Let's do Aurora. I wonder if Aeroga would be even better. Let's do that. Aeroga! Alright, who do we got left? Still got some Numidias, huh? Alright, is that all that's left? No, we still got some Numidias in the fray. Numidias! Maybe Aero is better. Alright, still got some Numidias in here, though. Numidias, get out of here. There's so many of them. Just blitz them out of here, please. He keeps summoning more. Oh, there's only one left, apparently. Okay, so now we're going to stagger this guy. Actually, we should do relentless to stagger. But he summoned more bats. This is annoying. Aurora! Alright, now he's staggered. So then we want to switch to bully. And put some buffs and debuff stuff that we lost already. So I'll do haste and faith for hope. Do bravery and haste for everybody else. Of course, I have to do it again for Faye. Because she had, like, debrave on her or something. And there we go. Now let's... No, not relentless. Switch to aggression. And we'll do Aero on Syphax. Boom. That's simple. Okay, so we got 5 stars. Target time is 5:05, so there was plenty of time, and the battle duration was 1:39, and we got 60,000 CP to boot. Okay, so our secondary reward is 6 bomb cores, but the first time you beat this mission, you get a Uraninite to catalyst another one. You also get the Heart Striker rank. And there we go. And then that opens the gate, and you can come back here. But as you can probably tell, I've already picked these treasure spheres clean. That's a cool looking wall. Looks like it's got some crystals or something in there. But the treasure spheres contained a particle accelerator and 4 perfect inductors. That'll be useful for upgrading later. Okay, so our next Seath Stone is actually inside the hairy Archaeolopus, which is what that paling was blocking. So I'm going to head back to the Seath Stone that we just did, and I'll meet you guys there. It'll take me a while to get there, though.